Do you set the same goals every year? Don't worry, I've been there, and I'm gonna show you how to get yourself out of this cycle. I'm gonna share with you the prompts and questions that I ask myself every year to help you set yourself up for success. I really encourage you in this video, as I ask you the questions, to pause the video, take out a paper and pen, and write down your answers. It's really the action that we take that will help us work towards our dream lives. First question, what are your non-negotiables? I want you to think of 1 to 2 mindsets or habits that you want to adopt in the new year. These are things that you know make you feel best. For example, it could be going on a 5-minute walk to get fresh air every day because you know that's gonna give you that break for you to feel better. The habit can be to not go on your phone or go on a screen an hour before bed and an hour after you wake up. My 2 non-negotiables for the new year is 1, I'm gonna prioritize movement. Movement in the way that I'm gonna find time to move my body every day. Doesn't mean that I have to do a 1-hour workout or do a really heavy gym workout. It's a reminder for me that I'm gonna take breaks throughout the day, even if it's just a 5-minute stretch. I'm gonna meet myself where I'm at. There's gonna be days where I don't feel like moving, and even if it's small, if it's a 2-minute stretch, 2-minute walk, a 5-minute yoga session on YouTube, I'm just going to try to stay consistent and move my body. My second non-negotiable for the new year will be making sure that I have 2 nights in a week for myself. Maybe that's not a lot for some people, but for me, I would make plans every single day. And I realized after doing this for too long that I start to not enjoy the things I'm doing. Making sure to have time for myself. One day will be to just reset, and then the second day will be to reflect. The second part of your New Year reflection, we're going to give ourselves a rating on different areas of our lives. So there are 6 different areas, and I want you to give a score 1 out of 10. 10 being I'm very satisfied in this area, 1 being not feeling so great about this area. Okay, so 6 categories, starting off with relationships. Within relationships, you can also branch it out to 4 categories: friends, family, love, and community. Second area is your health, and you can categorize this into 3 areas: body, your mind, and your soul. 3 is fun. 4 is career. 5 is finances. And 6 is personal growth. And personal growth, you can think of this in terms of self-esteem, maybe self-confidence, maybe the character that you want to be. And after you've given yourself a score out of 10 in these 6 categories, I want you to look at the ones that are maybe on the lower side. And if you feel like all of these are low right now, I want you to focus on 1 or 2 that you feel like would be the most impactful for you this year. You're going to make 1 or 2 goals in these areas. I'll share with you my 2 goals and what area. So for me, I'm pretty happy and satisfied in terms of my relationships, my health, my hobbies. The next year, I'm gonna focus more on my career and finances because I'm doing a bit of a career exploration in the new year. My background is in nutrition, so I've been working in the medical industry. I've decided to leave my current job and kind of explore the e-commerce world. I'll be doing some work in the e-commerce as an advisor and testing that out. I'm still going to probably take clients here and there for nutrition. However, I'm ready to explore another field. My second goal will be around finances. I'll be in quite a lot of debt next year. I'm going to focus on finding more ways to save and also more ways to make income. There are a few things I want you to think about when you're setting your goal. The first one is making an action goal rather than an outcome goal. For example, if you were starting a YouTube channel, your goal could be, I'm going to post a video every week, right? This is something that you can put on your to-do list versus I am going to have 500 subscribers by the end of the month. Right? This is an outcome goal, and it's not really helpful because it's not within our control. So we want to be able to create goals that we can put on our calendar as a to-do list item. The second thing I want you to think about when you set your goals is I encourage you to try something that makes you a little bit scared, but you'll still be proud of yourself, even if you don't make it the way exactly it's supposed to be. I'm leaving my job soon. It's not an easy thing to do. There's definitely a fear that comes with uncertainty. I'm going to thank myself later. And I keep that in my mind for my future self and my future goals. And finally, I want to end off this video with 3 mindsets that I want you to consider. 1, I want you to think about accountability. It helps to share your goals. So please share your goals in the comments below. And if you would like to have more accountability, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I will make videos to check in with you, okay? Number 2 is to possibly find an accountability partner, maybe a friend, a family member, a partner, someone who can keep you accountable. You can check in with each other once a week, once every few days to see how you're doing. And finally, accountability doesn't always have to be external. You can also create accountability within yourself. And what I find helpful is whenever I set a new goal, I print out a calendar. For example, if I'm working towards increasing movement in my life, I actually like to write down what I do that day. And doing that helps you feel a sense of accountability when you have a week of all these things that you did. You almost don't want to stop because you're doing so well. It's like back in the day when you had those Snapchat. It's called Snapchat. It's been a while. Snapchat streaks, right? When you have that back and forth with your friend, you would prioritize making sure to respond so that you don't lose your streak. And I find it really helpful when I'm starting a new habit or a goal to write it down. And it's like, makes me feel good by writing it down. Like, oh, I did this today. That's just another way to stay accountable. It's not just about setting goals. We need to take action and take those little small steps. If you feel like your goal is too overwhelming, I encourage you to break it down, chunk it down until it feels more reasonable. We should feel relatively confident that we can achieve our goal, but it's also challenging enough for us to be excited about. Especially if you don't feel really confident in yourself yet, it's really important to set achievable small goals to build that confidence in being able to complete something over time. So chunk it down, make it really small. I have 2 more tidbits of knowledge for you, so almost there. The next thing I want to say is it's so important to put effort into trying to find ways to make that process enjoyable. Because if we don't enjoy it, we're not going to continue. That's just how it is. If you don't enjoy anything, it's just gonna be so hard to continue. For example, if you go for a walk and you're not really enjoying the walk, either find another activity such as dancing or going to a yoga class that you might enjoy more, or you can also add value to that goal or to the activity to make it more enjoyable. If you like to learn and listen to podcasts while you go on a walk, you can listen to a podcast. Or if you really enjoy connection and community, maybe you join a walking club or you ask a friend to go on a walk with you. Right? These are ways that we can make the process more enjoyable so we can stick with our goals. And finally, I want to say, stop caring about what other people think. I know, it's harder said than done. It's a good reminder for all of us because sometimes that gets in the way of you doing something. Because maybe you're scared of feeling judged or you're embarrassed. We're all kind of figuring ourselves out and we're all imperfect and that's totally okay. And if someone's judging you, they're probably judging themselves just as much, right? For example, I started a small business and anyone who starts one, I'm rooting for them. Like, I'm so excited. If you need anything, let me know. If you have any questions, I'm here to help. And anyone who's gone through the process can understand, the struggles that it takes to start something. And anyone on a similar path as you will not ever judge you. They're gonna be rooting you on. It's more so maybe people who don't have that perspective and they've never gone through that, so they see you in a different lens. They see that process in a different lens. Long rant short, just get started, focus on yourself and do things that bring you joy so that you can work towards the things that you really want to do. That's it. This is my first YouTube video. Actually, it's not. 5 years ago, I actually posted a minimalist series. that I told no one about. Only my partner at the time knew. I don't even know if they knew actually. I don't think anyone knew. Maybe my family, because they could hear me recording. And that's no longer available on YouTube because I deleted it. I was too embarrassed. I actually got some comments, like there was some community interaction of people giving me tips on like how I can better minimize my room. I don't even know if I still have that video. It must be in my hard drive somewhere. But so I'm just gonna say this is my first video. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it all the way here, if you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.